Hey guys, Daily here, and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap. In the last episode, we made it here to the Krenel Wall and got some very nice stuff from the fairy. Ow. Yeah, you want to try and dodge these, but it's not always as easy. Let's see, we have a couple kinstones. We might as well at least try. Okay, so we come up here. And easy. Yep. Right, let's get no, actually. Let's see. Come down here. And of course that door that's sort of blocked in we can't do anything about. But if we come in here, yes, the Krenel Hermit. Yeah, he tells us basically to bomb through walls. We came in here because he's got a lot of kinstone fusions, but of course, he doesn't have the one we want. Of course. He's got 5 different shared kinstone fusions that he can do. It's kind of a mess. But let's get that house. Really? Tektite knocked me back down. And alright, so yep, we do that. Now you can suck the... Oh, no, you can't, rats. Alright, yeah. While he's down, you can, you know, pick the thing up, though sometimes it hurts you. So, we come up here, we grab this mushroom, and we let it toss us over here. And here we are, on the rainy side of Mount Krenel. Yeah, this is one of the few games that doesn't have Death Mountain in it at all. It has Mount Krenel. So it's possible the range just hasn't gotten the name of Death Mountain yet, or something. Yeah, watch out, because these things will hurt. Watch for the shadows and just, you know, try not to walk into one. But we're out, so that's cool. Now, we've got Joy and Rapture. A rock-pushing puzzle. Yeah, you can push rocks into those holes. And this one, you have to kind of be careful. Because if you don't take care with where you push the rock, it will fetch up and you won't be able to push it any further. It's kind of like a strength puzzle in Pokemon. Luckily, you can walk on the rocky bits as long as you're human-sized. Minish, of course, cannot pass those areas that have like 2 or 3. These areas I'm walking on right now that have little stones. Minish can't pass those. But we can come through here, and now we don't ever have to do that again. Rocks will stay put. Okay, we've already got this, so... Yep, just suck. There we go. And they both die, so that's pretty nice. And now we have block-pushing puzzles. You have to be kind of careful with these. Yeah, most of these aren't too bad, but this bit can be a little tricky. What you have to do is come here, push that down. Then you can come in here, push this over, push this down, and that down, and that to the side, and you can get out. That one actually it's especially for a kid's game, that one's kind of tricky. So, oh hey, more money. We come in here. Let's kill this guy. Now, you don't want to use that, because, of course, there are pots on the other side just like this. So instead, come here, use the gust jar, and, oh, that was nice, come across that way. Alright. And the first time I did this puzzle actually gave me some real trouble. Let's see. Where are we? We're currently at 30, so... there are bombs back there. So you pick it up and throw it. And that makes the bridge. If you run out of bombs because you can't figure that out, which is, you'd be surprised. Or because you're careless and put one down by mistake. You notice, of course, the bomb... Yeah, see, we're completely full back up on bombs again. You notice that the bomb animation is sort of cel-shaded. This game was made pretty much right after Wind Waker, and uses a lot of its assets, in a sense. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, by the time we get back to town, we can probably get the boomerang. It's not that useful where we're going, so don't worry about it. Ha! I love killing pea-hats, they annoy me. So obviously, if we're going to beat this thing, or move this thing, you have to move this rock into that hole so that you can pull or push the statue. Again, be careful not to push the rock too far and find yourself with no room to push it. Because, if you pushed it so that it was right next to any of these things, you'd have to go out the door and come back. But now we're down here, and we can kill this guy, mostly because he annoys us. Push one down and up. Push this over, and you're good. And we get a kinstone piece. Yeah, they're nice. But you already see we've got a lot of red and blue kinstones. We've got very few green, and that's kind of an issue, because a lot of the lower level kinstone fusions require green pieces. And you're going to find yourself, you'll have two types of green kinstones, and everyone you meet wants to fuse the third shape. So here we are, and these are the mining Minish, Melari's 7 apprentices. There's really nothing in any of these rooms, and right now none of these guys will do much more than say hi to you, so come all the way down here and meet Melari. Green clothes and an odd hat. Sir, might you be young Link? I am Melari, Master Smith. I hear you want me to reforge the sacred sword and help break a curse. I'll be needing the old sword, which holds the power of the elements first. Show me that broken Picori blade. I love all this adventure, what with the rescuing of princesses and such. I'd be happy to reforge this thing into a brand new sacred blade for you. So we lay out the sword. It'll take me a while to rework your sword. In the meantime, you should track down the missing elements. One of them should be in the mine the humans dug. It's not far from here. So, yeah, they're just going to start hammering on that, which isn't actually a very good way to forge a sword. If you actually want to see someone reforge a sword, there is a video on YouTube by a group, Man-at-Arms Reforged, where they made Narsil and then shattered it and remade it into Andoril, because they are huge geeks. Man-at-Arms Reforged, I think it's a great show. They're a bunch of geeks. Everybody tends to get time in the spotlight. Yes, Eslo, it's hot. So, anyway, yeah, let's get some hearts here, because, yeah. So, yeah, anyway, we are now in the Cave of Flames, and these are bombs. Yeah, there are bombs in this game. If you do this right, you can basically, if you get lucky, you can actually get one of these guys to blow up into that wall, and you don't have to waste one of your own bombs. So that's kind of nice. But it really is mostly luck, I think. Yeah, and of course, you just get more and more bombs. This is an area, there's a lot of bombs. Yeah, and to flip them over, since we don't have the hammer, you use your sword. They're called, spiky beetles. Not to be confused with spiny beetles. And we got the compass. And of course, if we'd come up directly from the other room, we'd have been in here. Hey, rupees! Yeah, does anyone else find that a little suspicious? Meet the rupee light. He will eat your rupees. The rupee on his head tells how many of your rupees per second he will drain away. So, yeah, and they come in green, blue, and red varieties. He's not fun. You just want to kill him. Stay out of here. Try and stay out of this guy's way. Yeah. You can get more bombs if you need them. We really don't. Ow. Ow. Creep. Anyway, we come up here, and yeah, this place has mine carts, which is pretty cool. So, come down here. And, of course, minecart switches, which were done in one of the Oracle games, Oracle of Ages. But, of course... we'll do that in a second, Eslo. Ow, jerk. Helmosaurs. Let's just kill them both. Maybe I can get that heart back. And if not, I get satisfaction. And a rupee. So, yeah, these things will take you, you know, at quite a clip. Sure, Eslo. No, we're gonna do that a lot, Ez. It's one of the major gimmicks here. And, of course, if you stay here and keep those two pots, you're less likely to get hit by these guys. Just try and hide in the door and see, you know, I mean, at least for the first one. Ooh, so close. But yeah, like I said, it's luck. Sometimes you can get them to do that, and sometimes you can't, but hey. Gust Jar is still really useful in this this dungeon, even after you get the dungeon item. Because not only do you have these guys, but there are other things that will actually be very useful in the dungeon. But let's kill all of these guys because obviously we have to. It's that kind of room. You can always tell if it's one of those rooms because there's, you know, patterns on the floor. Well, always. And yeah, there is a Minish portal. These are dungeon Minish portals. Basically, you will see portals like this in dungeons. Luckily, they don't have a special shrinking animation. Let's see. Alright. Now, enemies, when you are in Minish form, will not aggro on you. So, you want to just come this way. I mean, you could go up, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing you can do. And, of course, you see that heart piece, but we'll have to get that later. And we come down here. And, yep, you can see there's a chest there that we can't really do anything about. We can't go down those stairs, because, of course, we're too small. Though we can apparently jump, you know, several hundred times our own height and be okay. So one of the things that you can do with the Gust Jar is vacuum up the fire. And you can find pickups by doing that. So, we kill the chews. And we come up here. And you can guess what we're probably going to get in here. Yep, the dungeon map. So, might as well... Oh, sorry. I don't mean to hit select, but I'm still sort of used to, you know, Castlevania games. So anyway, we got the Cave of Flames. Yeah, so you can see there's still a lot of chests for us to get. And I might not get all of them. Probably will, but might not. Now, these things, if you step on them, they rumble, and then they fall apart and break into the lava. That opened a door, so you do have to do that. And hey, we got a kinstone piece. So, since, you know, it takes a while to actually throw those pots, what you want to do is use the Gust Jar to remove the pots before you ever step onto the rock platform. Okay, so here we've got this. You know, you're gonna have to right across. You're fine, you'll make it without too much trouble. So, yeah, meet the Rollipede. I think that's their name. When you hit them, and we have maxed out on rupees. This will happen. This will happen a lot. And to be honest, it happens to you even... Ouch. Great. It will happen to you even after you have... Ha! Nice. Okay, yeah, you don't really have to... you can actually blow them in to the holes if you need to. Yeah, we can't get over there. But, yeah, you will... Even once you have the biggest wallet, you will still find yourself maxed out on rupees a lot. This game gives them out quite strongly, because it's one of the things Kinstone fusions will do for you. So, we use Eslo to fly over here, and then of course you can drop down by pressing R. And that, now, of course we can't reach this chest because it's a little too high up for us. So, you push the pillar over and we get a small key, and that's nice. So we come through here, and let's, yeah. Check our map. Okay, yeah, we're back, this room, we basically just have to head this way. You've been here. And here is the minecart we arrived in. So, we go back. And now that we've got the key, we can open this. Come through here, you walk across the track, which I think is neat. And with that switch, we jump back in the minecart. That's this dungeon. It's a very minecart-y thing. Okay, yep, and we went right past the heart. That's one of those things that will keep happening. So, we go back to the shield, because these guys can be a pain if you don't take them out. And now we go up. Yeah, if you'd come up here as a Minish, you would have found that you couldn't get past there. And you can't do anything with that minecart, it's flipped over. So, we come through here, watch out for the keys. G. These pots don't look suspicious at all. And of course you can see that there's a bombable wall here. So, we do that. Actually, let's go to the gust jar. And we head down. And here is our heart piece. And we completed a new heart container. So once again, we have an extra heart to take on the dungeon's boss with, and that's pretty nice. So we come up here, now we come down here, and these guys. The way they recommend that you fight them is with bombs. I like to just whack at them because honestly, bombs take so long, and they're consumables. As long as you're careful, you really don't have to worry too much. You just, because once they come out of the spike, they're vulnerable. For a second. Just die. There, see? And they're all dead. We didn't lose that much life, and we certainly didn't use up a ton of bombs. And we have the Cane of Pachi. Yeah, you can flip things with it. Like that. So, we're gonna go to that. You can break pots with it too, which can be fun. And this game, of course, doesn't have a magic meter. So, yeah, Eslo tells you to fire it into the hole. That's actually some pretty good, because basically that lets you get up to higher ledges. It's pretty common. There's no reason to do that, but hey. So now, of course, we come over here, and we can get something here. Grab, drag. The Cane of Pachi also opens up certain things in the overworld that we're going to want to do when we're done here. Alright, small key. Ride back. This is so much fun. I don't think it'd be nearly as fun in real life, but it is actually quite a lot of fun in the game. And through here. And as you can see by the blue portal, we are a third of the way through the dungeon. About. Okay, so first you want to shrink. Don't hit the switch. Because Minish cannot cross railroad tracks. Just take it slow. Cross. These, don't get hit by the traps. These are blade traps will follow you, but they only activate when you're tall. So, you don't have to worry about it now. On the trip back, though, you may want to be a little careful. I think you can kill them with a bomb, but really, why bother? Just, you know, be careful. Move quickly. Come up. Yeah, they move on straight lines, so you can always get out of their way. And so we go back, and now we hit that, and now we go this way. Yeah, we're gonna go back into that room eventually. And here's where the rollipede mechanic really becomes a thing. You have 4 rollipedes, you have to hit them with your sword or your gust jar, and you are gonna put them into these 4 holes to give you a path to drag your, a path to drag that switch along. Come on. Let's see, if we come here, there we go. Yeah, sometimes getting the rollipede into that first hole can be a bit of an issue. But we drag that out and push it up. Yeah, notice Link has less trouble pushing things. And we push it along and flip the switch. And we move right along. Let's see here. Okay, so first we want to come over here and get a kinstone piece. Yay! And of course we come out this way. And yeah, we've been through here, and there's really not a lot going on. Right, I'm still on that. But we can come up here and get this chest and get another kinstone piece, and it's a green one, which is actually in some ways more useful than the higher colors. Let's see. Yeah, the Cane of Pachi doesn't do anything to the fire. So, this area is kind of a thing. You're gonna want... So yeah, Cane of Pachi. Don't step on that one. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. You want to stay up here and hit that. That way you can walk right to it. And you don't have to worry about winding up in the drink. Don't worry, the lava is... Yeah, the lava. The platform is pretty much timed so that you won't have issues. Okay, and then get on it, and then you get off really fast, and then you do this, and this is a little funny. You get on here, flip that one immediately, get on here, you can flip that one while, you know, it's going in the other direction. Then you get on here, and even though it seems like it's gonna go out from under you, you have enough time. So you come up here, and you can use that, but you don't want to do that yet. We've got some other things that need doing right here. Specifically, you know, a kinstone piece, because kinstone pieces are really useful, especially the green ones, as I said. Alright, now... Cane of Pachi, and that hops you up here. And here, you actually have to be a little... You have to be a little strategic, because you have to enter this hole from the bottom to be popped up into the whirlwind. Otherwise, you just go up and then back down. Die, bat. I hate keys. And of course, you can't get that because it's stuck in the wall. So you come here, and you hop into the thing. You're going to be doing a lot with this. That's why they introduced the mechanic lower down on Mount Krenel. And you will again be doing this throughout the game. This game is really good at not just, you know, it introduces mechanics and it keeps using them. Okay, you will want to get there eventually. Yeah, there we go. We come down here. Yeah. We get 100 rupees, which we can't actually use, but, you know, we're not coming back to this dungeon, so... Come over here and drop, careful. You vacuum away the fire, if you can. And now, you know, you use the Cane of Pachi, and that gets you up here, which lets you pop into this whirlwind. And again, that's the only rupee chest in this dungeon. And, you know, if you've taken other precautions, you might, or, you know, bought the boomerang beforehand and came in here much lower than we did, you know, it might be good for you. Really. So, yes, another kinstone piece. Pretty much every other chest in here is going to be kinstone pieces, I think. Maybe mysterious shells, but I don't think so. So, follow the whirlwinds around, and it's pretty obvious where they're going. And you land here. And you get the big key. Now, this is important. Drop down here. Because if you drop down on the side, it's actually really, really hard to get back. And there is the red portal, so we are now basically close to the end of the dungeon. It's not usually a straight third, but, you know, it's a thing. Now we've just got to wait for that thing to come back, because we've got the big key, and we've got the cane of Pachi, and we've got a fairy in a bottle, and we've got full hearts, so we don't need to deal with anything else. And this is the boss room. The big key does not always lock the boss room. There are two fairies, one in the pots on each side, and then there's other things like rupees, which we don't need. Yeah, fairies. Hearts. Yeah, there's nothing we need here, so fall down. Meet the boss. And his name is Gleerok. Yes, he is related to Gleerok. And as you can probably tell by that distinctive shell on his back, he is weak. He has to be defeated with the cane of Pachi. Oh, yeah. Do not take too long getting off, because he will sink back into the lava and you will get hurt. You can't do anything about his shell until it cools. Yeah, see? Luckily, you know, you can get him from certain angles and it's not that much of a problem. So get on, whack at him as fast as you can, then get off. He'll make rocks, in between he'll make rocks fall. And as you can see, the lava pit starts to expand. It will never expand. There will always be a ring of terrain 1 link wide. Then again, he will start doing that, and you need to be careful, because he will block your cane shots if you're not careful. But, if you move fast enough, you can get past him. Okay, yep, get off, you know, before he gets at you. You know, watch out for the falling rocks, and he does in fact spit. You may want to change it to the gust jar if he spits enough fire that you don't think you can avoid the rocks without it. Just, you know, be careful. Alright, and yep, he's kind of nasty. Ow. And if you get hit with fire, with his fire, you will wind up running around with no control. You can move, you can steer yourself, but you cannot use weapons. And that is a problem. Luckily, he's not that good at, he's not that good at blocking you. And now he's dead. He's not that difficult a boss, but, you know. And just like King Dodongo, you remember King Dodongo, right, guys? Once he's dead, the lava pit goes cold. And we get the element of fire. Let's see. Come on. You got the fire element. Flames bring light to darkness and warmth to all. Yes. Not to be confused with the will of fire, I suppose. Yeah. Let's see. So we get a heart container. And we get the thing out. So, you know, we're sitting kind of pretty right now. Yes, we need to go back and speak to Malari. So, we go back into the Minish portal. Luckily, you know, there's not nearly as much trouble getting back. It will also be very easy to get down to, you know, well, down where we need to go. And we have a sword. The white sword. Yeah, it's named after the one in the level 2 sword in Zelda, or the original Zelda. So yes, we need to go to the Elemental Sanctuary. It's in Hyrule Castle. Yeah. And we can use this shortcut to get back up, too. Remember how there was a hole that we couldn't do anything about? Kanepachi is... So yes, instead of having to go up Mount Krenel and the Krenel Wall, and all of those annoying things, we can just come right here, and, you know, we can go straight to the quote-unquote shortcut to the bottom. So now we have the higher level sword. Right, guest char doesn't do anything to tech types. And we have 300 rupees, so we're going to go to Hyrule Castle. If you head up that wall right there, that cave of course is where the business scrub sold us the grip ring. If you head up from there, you can get a very important thing, and we will do it fairly shortly. We're gonna go back to Hyrule Castle Town and Hyrule Castle Town, and call it off here because it's been half an hour. So there's a lot of things that we can do, you know, once we're back in Hyrule Castle, too. We're going to have some, Hyrule Castle. Once we're back in the town, there are new things we can do, too, so that'll be nice. But for now, I think we're going to call it. So, I'm going to save, and next time we will do some of the things that we can do in Hyrule Castle Town. And not to mention, you know, infuse our sword. So, I will see you guys. Actually, you know what? We're here. I'm going to get the boomerang right now just to show it off, and because we'll probably manage to get rupees other places. So, you pick up the boomerang and you come talk to Stockwell. Absolutely. If you don't have the money, or, you know, decide that you don't want to spend it on anything right now, he will say, you're too clever by half, but there's no haggling with me. So, we're going to, let's see, anything new and interesting? No. And of course, you recognize the postman from Ocarina of Time. This town is full of people from previous games. And I'll show that off later in episodes too. But for now, we're going to save. And I am going to see you guys next time when we will, you know, do a little more of, you know, we'll infuse our sword and do some Hyrule Castle Town stuff. So, see you then. Have a great day.